this one. I think you're on for this one. Do we have a Jen Lush in the building? The war barely done, 16 years old, and I'm heading off to sea. There's a whole world lying out there waiting for me to wade right in. The gun smoke is clearing as we turn the final sod. Won't look behind and I do my very best to hide the scars. We sail on the morning tide, and there's a veil over the water. On a cold black night, 1 minute seems a lifetime when you're late for the rendezvous with the glowing pearl that got you on your way. As the waves lift you higher, then drop you like a stone. Your heart could burst when you glimpse a distant flame amidst the gloom. Every time we'd see the light, with his arm around my shoulder, the chief officer would point and say, boy, that's where you want to be, safe on solid land, in a lighthouse on the Cape, not rolling out here on the waves. I've sailed every ocean and I've stopped in every port. I've seen the worst, I've seen the best, and I'm weighing up the score. In the sun and the moonlight, I'm like the ocean spray. I make my way across the sand and my footsteps wash away. Every time we'd see the light, with his arm around my shoulder, the chief officer would point and say, boy, that's where you want to be, safe on solid land, in a lighthouse on the Cape, in a lighthouse on the Cape, we're not rolling out here on the waves. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. That was the single that we've launched tonight, so thank you for coming along. It's been a great night. and we hope to see you again sometime. It's yeah. No, that's it. That's it. Oh, no, it's it. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but you know
most people would build up to that, but no, straight away. Bad luck, latecomers.
Encore. It's like a sort of a backdoor version of Get Off, isn't it? You know, it's like, yeah. But no, there we are. That was the single that was launched today with the film clip. So, hands up, who saw the film clip today? Yeah. 3 people. Excellent. Good. Everybody else, get on social media. Get on YouTube. That's where you want to be. Steve Lennox and the Keepers and all that. And so thanks to Tim Bennett for making a wonderful, wonderful clip and cutting out about 1 million pieces of cardboard over the past 6 weeks to make this thing happen. And now...
Could I have a little bit more of Steve acoustic in the pullback, please?
We have a pretty much... Well, it's a sort of a brand newish song, isn't it? Yeah. And I figured... Well, I might be speaking for myself, but I don't even think we know what this is about, this song. So I thought we might have a little poll. Like, if you pay attention and take notes through the course of this song, and if anyone at the end of it can pick up a narrative thread and let us know, there will be a prize. I don't know what it is yet, but there will be a prize if you can tell us what this song is about at the end of it.
It's a lot of syllables, isn't it, Paul?
That's why you don't have a microphone.
It's a lot of syllables. Yeah, we
wrote this by correspondence online, didn't we? And
yes,
so, yeah, during COVID times, and so, yeah, things like meaning become a little bit more obscure, I think.
Yeah, we sort of, have a leaping off point. I think Jen said, maybe pick dreamscapes images from. So we did, and we just flung a whole bunch of dreamscape images together. And then I realised when we were singing it, it means nothing.
It means everything at the same time.
But it's just like a dream, ladies and gentlemen. You may or may not remember it when you wake up in the morning.
Tell it to the water, tell it to the moon, gather up the leaves, scatter old bones, return, ricochet, search the unmarkers. Where did I dream home? Where did I dream home? Steal it from your torture, steal it from your love, hammer at the wellspring, circle the stones, return to your chest, secret avalanches. Underneath the calm, underneath the calm. It could be the future, it could be out of time, but the pull of the 10-cent note when I looked behind, caught in my eye, stuck on my tongue. Look at the way that it's come undone. Find it where you started, find it in your hand, travel on the fault line, right in the ruins, return and separate. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That may be the first time I've ever sung that all the way through properly.
And it's maybe the first time I've nearly sung it all the way through properly. There's a couple of points. I really, really tried hard to learn those words, and what I realised was the best thing to do was to not hit any hard consonants. And so Jen can leap off, and I'm going, yeah. I sort of like roll in after that. And it worked pretty well overall,
Mostly.
I found, as a rule.
It only falls apart if I fall apart, and then the whole thing goes to shit.
There we are. But you didn't.
I didn't, not this time.
You did not. Jen's never fallen apart or gone to shit.
No. Only sometimes publicly.
So we're playing some songs for you. That was a brand new one, of course, and this is not. It's from the In the Light of Dark album, which some of you may have heard of. Which we kind of put together and then roped in all of these people as well. And this is, we're going to go crabbing now. So take your shoes off. Take your shoes off. We're going wade out in the shallows, in the dusk light. And there's creepy crawlies and all sorts of weird stuff out there. So don't be scared. It's good. We'll catch something. I don't know what it'll be, but we'll catch something that catch cold.
Crabs.
Yeah. So, have your powder ready. It could be anything. Penicillin. But, hey, don't be scared. We're all going out there together, all right? So come along. Could I maybe have that delay gone from my guitar? Or is that me? Have I got that there? Sorry, I pushed that button. That's my fault. Steve, in the third person, could I please have that delay gone? Yes, Steve, you can. Would you take a look at us down by the river in the glowing amber dusk, where the mouth meets the sea, hauling in our nets, wading through the shallows, trying not to step on the rails. Can you hear the silver gulls as they call us? Stoke the fire up, we'll put the crabs on the beach, and a rusty metal drum, we'll boil up the water, sit upon the sand, need our fill. Silver stars stretching on forever, burst upon our face like sea spray, like sea spray.
Thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen. Is it that time? It's that time.
If you want to get a photo of Paul Angus, now's your time.
He was complaining during sound check. Why am I the only one at the back? Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Angus at the back.
Take all the photos you can now and then send them to us, because there's a good chance that otherwise we won't see that he was actually present.
He's the only solid one. There's like 6 show ponies. And then Paul, just holding it all together. So, you know. If it wasn't for people like Paul, everything would fall apart in the world. And where would we be? Sorry, Jen.
Well, it's fortunate that we have 3 Pauls usually playing with us. It's good odds.
It's like an insurance policy.
It is.
You know, policy. I'm getting heckled for my dad joke there by my dearly beloved. Yeah. Hey, well, you know, because we don't have kids, but, you know, I do all my dad jokes on her because, you know, I can't do it on anybody else. It's like a genetic thing. I reach a certain age and I just have to do them. There's no escape.
No escape.
Right. We'll find ourselves now between the air and the sea.
Between the air and the sea, floating in the inky void, fragile soul seeks solid land. A single beam of light arcs through time and space. Destiny rests in my hands. In the lonely hours after midnight, silent ghosts and memories. I'm the captain's son. I was only a boy when the telegram said he was lost at sea. Swept away by the war, we waited day by day. Mother still gazes at the waves. In the lonely hours after midnight, there's an owl sitting on the tower, gazing at the endless beyond. Floating on Mercury, the heartbeat light pulses like blood in time. The going down of the sun, lest we forget, there's a guiding star in the dead of night. The ocean wants to take you in, tightly in its cold embrace. In the darkness I will light your way. Lonely hours after midnight, there's an owl sitting on the tower, gazing at the endless beyond. Floating on Mercury, the heartbeat light pulses like blood in time.
Bit of multi-skilling there from Paul Angus, ladies and gentlemen.
Marty, can I have a little more in my fold back of my voice, please? Thank you.
It's a storm rolling in. Better batten down the hatches.
There's a line where the sky meets the sea, it's clear and sharply defined, as if drawn by unseen hands, as you meet aquamarine. Sometimes that line disappears when the southerly gust illumes, colors blend, and towering thunderheads approach from the world's end. Deadly ominous, pregnant with menace, an army of water and wind. Forward scouts testing our defenses, restless, desperate, whipping up the Senate in the dying light. We can't see. Charging cavalry, white horses racing across the churning green waves. We'll soon be locked in battle. The south horizon has already fallen. Desperately cling, tiny specks in the universe. Small and meaningless, we mount the barricades. I found a cloud that'll smack you down. X-ray flash, concussion, wailing tempest, the rain so hard, battling tin, it shakes the dry, and the wind so strong. Oh, will the roof fly up? Or will it fall in? Or will we be flung into the cavernous sea? Deadly ominous, pregnant with menace. Joined in battle, south horizon has already fallen. Are we submerged? When the storm is finally spent, we emerge.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you, everybody.
I just suddenly felt an urge to introduce everybody, you know. But got to get permission from the captain first, you know. I think it'd just be cool to kind of introduce our brand new member Steve Salvi over there on the slide guitar and electric guitar. Yeah.
And glow weave shirt. We're actually coordinated.
Nice. No, that's brown.
Hey. She's colourblindest. She picks on colourblind people like me. You thought she was nice, but she's actually not.
Well, he sees green as brown and brown as green, and so
Purple is blue,
yeah.
black is white.
Anyway,
Go on.
they're definitely brown trousers that he's wearing. So. No, it's
Like I said.
a joke that keeps on giving. This is a song called Invisible Wall, which is another new song.
Sorry, I thought we were introducing everybody, but that's just Steve. Okay, good, fine.
We'll get to everybody. It's going to take a long time.
All right, I'm getting there. This is a brand new song. And I think I know what this one is about, but I'll let you guess. A fingerprint swirl. Grain is so deep that it holds a world as silence explodes. Umbilical wires, continents slide and a moment ends before it's begun. All that we know. All that we know. A sharp intake of breath. Red flaming flowers adorn the citadel of the little dead. Invisible wall, gather the ashes and trace the path to a circle drawn. All that we know. All that we know. Invisible wall, gather the ashes and trace the path to a circle drawn. There we are. Invisible wall, ladies and gentlemen. So I think now we're going to pare things back to just two of us on stage. Is that correct? Have I read the list correctly?
Yep.
Just not always the case. Yeah. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve. Thank you. I thank you first.
You don't know what it's like to be in a band with 3 Pauls and 2 Steves. Only Mark knows. We're going to start a new band called Jen Hits the Mark.
Nice. Nice.
Actually, I don't want to hit Mark at all.
Who would?
No. This is a tune called "To Sleep" off the album, and it happens to be my favourite song from the album. Probably because I didn't write it, and it's one of those beautiful tunes that doesn't sound like that. It kind of just comes at you gradually. But I'll let you introduce it.
I thought you were doing a fine job.
It was good. Till I was really interrupted by
Oh, now, always happens. I break a nail. And now I have to be like weird and chew my nail in front of you so I can play this song. I can souvenir that if anybody wants it later on. Because I did say there was a prize if anybody figured out what the meaning of that other song was, and I hadn't figured out what the prize was, but now I know. It's my fingernail. Who would like it? Don't all fall over each other too.
Some people would have said a CD would have been enough.
All right, a CD and a fingernail. That finger.
Generous.
Yeah, hey, you know, that's me to a fault. How we going there, Marty? Have we got anything there? Not really. All right, you're all going to have to be very quiet in the song. We did have some technical issues earlier on where this thing here, this guitar, decided not to really be a guitar-y thing and just be like a silent block of wood thing. So I might have to just come out there and play in the middle of you all. It would.
Be nice.
Yeah, we could actually do that, but
Do it completely acoustically.
yeah. Ah, there it is. Try that.
Oh, not one of your pedals causing problems again.
Shut up. Thanks for that support, Jen. Thanks for drawing attention to my failings, but thank you. I appreciate it. There's plenty of guitar. All right. All right. Falling away, letting go. Silence in the deep. My wayward soul to keep. Gazing up toward the dying light. Colors dark and weird. Hands caress my hair. Enfolded in her soft embrace. Careful as you go, tread lightly. Danger lurks in harmless places. Toss a line in from the rocks and never turn your back upon the sea. Drifting weightless between two realms, flotsam in the swell. No pain and no regrets. In the time it took to look away, I was swallowed by a wave, smashed against the rocks. Tell the folks I won't be harmed. Careful as you go, tread lightly. Danger lurks in harmless places.
us aligning from the rocks, and never turn your back upon the sea. No more breathing in the autumn air. All my debts are paid. There's no place and there's no time. Now I lay me down upon the bed, rest my weary head. It's so quiet in the deep, my wayward soul to keep. All is still and now to sleep.
Thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. And now we welcome all of the band back. How many of the band back? Some of the band back. They know who they
If
are.
you just say Paul and Steve, you'd probably be all right.
Yeah, Paul and Steve and Paul. Somebody. There's Steve. We got one there. Okay, I think. Are you it? Is you it? Another. Sorry, you were gearing up to say something. I could hear. Take a big breath. Ready to say something.
I was just going to fill a gap if there was
Go
one.
on.
I'm a good gap filler, but you know. The lips are moving and I'm saying nothing a lot of the time. Mark Seddon here on bass, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen. Beautifully blending in with the backstage curtain. As is Paul, sorry. Sorry. I don't know how I mixed that up, you know. Paul Angus here on the drums, everybody, and keys.
I know you were supposed to do that, but.
So this is a song we wrote together called Searching Night.
And you'll note that Steve has changed instruments now, because he's that good.
Time enough for waiting under a silver shattered sky. Quiet, a page of confessions holds the light. Tell me something maybe from before stopwatch days and clouds slid through our hearts. Dance me slow in the turning, searching night. Whisper low, burn me softly in the searching night. Crush flowers, I'm fixed to the floor. As the world spins, will you pretend with me again? Dance me slow in the turning, searching night. Whisper low, let me soft. Searching night. The circle and ocean swallow once more. Dance me slow in the the turning, searching night. Whisper low, burn me softly in the searching night.
I'll find my feet again
In the curve
of the searching night.
in the curve of the searching night, 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 in the curve of the searching night.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much.
How's everyone out there? All right, everybody?
No?
Sorted for drinks? Good. That's important. There's some very good drinks here, I think. There's some very good whiskies, very good beers. I don't
Gin.
drink beer. It tastes like weed, but I drink all the other things. But, as you can see from the table, welcome back, Paul Cooper on banjo.
Is that an introduction?
That was an introduction.
That is an introduction.
The debonair Paul Cooper, the mysterious existentialist Paul Cooper. That's it. This is a song called Summer Day.
I'm going to take you out to a little desert island. Well, yeah, it's an island with a beach, and it's nice. So just, come on. One, two,
Take a break. Today there's no work to be done. On the beach, lazing under the southern sun.
In the bay, on an island of our own,
All our cares stripped away.
summer day, endless blue sky,
And the world will look after itself, if only for one day. How we laughed as we bounced our babies on our knees. And I know
there's nowhere else that I'd rather be. Through the waves, kissing the shore,
where the gentle sun
sing a song from long ago.
and the world will look after itself, if only for one day. Floating as in a dream, moments that last forever, treasured right here in my hands, holding the ones I love. Men full, laugh and joke as they sip a beer. Unwind as time
seems to slip in the bay, on an island of our own.
all our cares stripped away.
Summer day, endless blue sky,
And the babies playing in the sand.
the whole world can disappear, if only for one day.
Thank you very, very much. All right.
Marty, could I just have a tiny bit more this in there? Thanks.
And And I'd also like to thank Marty for the sound and dealing with all of the technical issues, mainly pertaining to me tonight, and handling it with aplomb and calmness. So yeah, thank you very, very much. And thank you all for coming along. It's great. It's great to see so many of you here, you know.
Yeah. Including Paul Gooding, who's just staggering up to the stage again. Paul Gooding, everybody.
The unintroduced Paul Gooding, ladies and gentlemen. One of the many Pauls.
Be sure to sort of go up and say hello to any of the Pauls. You'll probably be right if you say hi, Paul.
Or as a default, Steve.
There is that.
Or Stephen Paul.
Well,
You know.
not everyone's that fortunate.
You know, so, yeah. And, you know, if you like anything, if you don't happen to have a copy of the album, yeah, I know there's probably like maybe 3 of you that don't. There's a little table over there with a light, and it's like a whole bunch of CDs. And you can, like, I'll loiter near there near the end of the set, you know, if you want to, you know, take a little piece of us home with you tonight.
And a
Yeah, get an
signed
awful lot
copy,
better
no
today.
less.
And a fingernail. There's usually a thumbnail that you get, but now you get a fingernail from me. We've got a song. This is inspired by my mum and all of her travails and troubles and how she pushed against all of that and did a lot of stuff. And you know, she ended up in a lighthouse, funnily enough. Who knew? And we're going to all look at Mark Seddon now because he leads this whole thing off. No pressure, Mark.
It's all about the bass.
Just don't screw it up.
Settled over the Northland. I'll spend my life inside an island. No hop, skip, and jumping with poles legs. But my father sailed me around the world against the doctor's advice, and now Matilda round town, and you'll never see me fall over. Jackie's mother said, stay away. That girl will be a burden. There'll be no job for you out on the lights, and she'll give you no children. With a hopscotch rhythm I'll make me talk. Pendulum swings from side to side. The sails are not carved into the clear, and that woman left back on the mainland. I see the future in my children's eyes as summer eases to autumn. The rising sun, the seabirds all take wing as spring blossoms out of winter. There's an extra load inside my back. I'll never break my stride. Seizing the moment with both hands. I don't expect anything
Thank you very, 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 very much. I don't know how we're travelling. How are we travelling this time?
Oh, that's a very good question.
All right, I think we're travelling perfectly. I can't believe that we're actually travelling perfectly on time.
It's because we haven't talked very much as usual.
It's debatable. But anyway, we have 2 more songs, which I think we can actually fit in.
One more, if you want an encore, you know. So like, you know, you could call it one more song and then, you know, the encore. Nah, we got 2 more songs. Who are we kidding? And then we really don't have any others, I don't think.
Oh, we do?
Oh, do we?
Come on.
Sowing the seed.
Okay.
We always laugh a lot before this song and then we go, oh, shit, because, you know, this is actually the song that you really, that really is quite heartbreaking. And for some reason we usually tell a joke in rehearsal or there's something that happens at this point and we're
Extremely inappropriate.
completely missing ourselves and then we can't actually sing the song, you know. So fortunately, no one's told a silly joke.
There's still time. We haven't started the song yet.
No.
Yeah.
And we're in good form.
I'm figuring
right now.
it's like some kind of psychological defense mechanism, you know.
Yeah.
The stupidity dial is dialed up before this one. But yeah, this is the last song on the album, if you know it. And the album it's kind of it's like a book, you know. It follows, there's a narrative that sort of takes you somewhere from beginning to end. And this is the story of my family, my direct family, and then why they had to leave the light service. And there's a little boy involved, and there's a leaving of the light in a number of ways. So it's a lullaby and a lament, this song. And it's the leaving of the light. And we'll give it to you now.
Today, the birds flew away, shutters closed, the line fell slack, time froze. Memories, footprints on sand, step around them, make your way to the water's edge. Climb into the boat, take hold of the oars, turn your eyes to the sea, loosen the rope, your course has been set, you'll sail on the ebb tide.
Tonight, shadows steal, blood colors fade. The circle is broken forever. The weight that fills empty space bearing down, a keening cry on the breeze. Close your eyes, your troubles have passed. We gather here to sing you home. A cold, cold wind courses through my soul as the boat drifts away from the quay.
For now, I'll fold you away in a box with photographs, baby clothes, and dreams. This stone tossed into the brine makes waves that ripple out roll through the years, turning and burning one single beam, a comfort, warning and guide. In one hand the sun, in the other the void and the leaving of the light. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
Welcome back, Paul Cooper.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only. This is our last song, by the way. So have we introduced everybody?
No.
Paul and Paul and Paul and Mark and Jen,
I was
ladies and
getting-
gentlemen. Jen Lush, ladies and gentlemen, right here.
I was actually getting to Steve Lennox here,
Yeah.
right, everybody? Just in
Steve
case you
Lennox.
hadn't picked that up.
Yeah. You know, but yeah, so thank you to everybody for everything. For Tim for putting the beautiful film clip together for the song that we released today. Yeah, that's quite a little masterpiece he's put together, and then a lot of love and work that he put into it. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it tonight. He was going to come, but he got run over by a bus. But well, this is drama. Shut up. This is, you know, it goes pathos to the evening that way. You know, and yeah, thank you to all of you. Pathos and bathos.
Especially thank you to all of you.
Thank you
for
to the
coming.
band. Thank you for all of these wonderful, wonderful peeps for bringing these songs to life in such a glorious and beautiful way. I feel blessed. So thank all of you. Yeah. And we're gonna. Yeah, there's a lot of morbid, depressing stuff. So we're gonna lift the tone a bit now. I think to finish things off. This is the second track on the album, and my uncle Phil was offered a job as lighthouse keeper, and he said, "Yeah, that'd be great, thank you." And they said, "You start in 2 days' time." So he ran home to Auntie Rena and said, "Will you come away with me to a desert island?" And she must have said yes, because they did it for like nearly 40 years, being lighthouse keepers and all of that. And so this is my imagining of him bursting in the door and doing his sales pitch to Auntie Rena. In a nutshell, me speaking really quickly so we can fit within the time limits of the Wheat Sheaf Hotel. Thank you very much, ladies. Yeah, Auntie Rena. Yeah. Yeah, big shout out to Auntie Rena and Uncle Phil. All right, are you ready? You going to come with us? You going to come with us? Yeah? You can leave now if you want. It doesn't matter. You can go. There's a door there.
It's too late. They're trapped.
All right. How's that, Marty? Am I going to blow your mind if I hit that? It's all right. All right. Will you come away, darling, with me to a small desert isle? There's no time to waste, we've got to be there in 2 days' time. There'll be no one else there except me, you and the babe. We'll have everything that we need. A light through the wheels shine out into the night as the moon caresses the sea. Will you and I dare to dream? It's such an adventure as we've never had in our lives. We'll have pleasure and sunshine and room to do just as we like. There'll be no need to worry about trouble and war. Destiny drifts on the tide. We'll gather up driftwood and shells from the shore under a giant azure sky. We'll make a new life, you and I. Storms will rise in the sky. The sea breeze
folks back home. They won't believe what they hear.
You mad brother, I'm sure that it's not exactly as you say. But we're in this together, so let's take a chance, come what may.
I suppose there'll be pirates and unicorns, buried treasure right under our feet. Rainbows, mermaids, and lollipops, pink champagne flowing in a stream. Will you and I dare to dream?
And darkness will come in the swell as the sea breeze tosses your head.
Make a life
Out there on our own,
with stories we'll have to tell folks back home. They won't believe what they hear. They won't believe what they hear. Thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming along. It's been beautiful. Yeah, it's a really special thing to
Thank
do this
you.
for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't think we're allowed to. We've actually gone over time already. Shh.